So it's Monday morning, you've had a big weekend, you weigh yourself on the scales and you're about 2 kilograms up. The first thing a lot of you are probably going to think is, right, I'll be really good this week to make up for it. In fact, I'm going to drop my calories by 500 each day just to make up for that from my normal deficit. So basically you're thinking, I'm going to over-restrict to make up for this overindulgence. I get where you're coming from, but it's not the right thing to do. You'll then get to Friday again and feel so restricted that you then overindulge again at the weekend. You're back to Monday in the same place. What's a much better approach is to take a step back and think, right, is it possible that I have put on 2 kilograms of fat over the weekend? And the answer is quite simply no, unless you've eaten in excess actually of 17,000 calories over the weekend, you've not put on 2 kilograms of fat. Sure, if you don't burn off some of that energy that you have taken in, some of it might be stored as fat. However, the vast majority is probably going to be water weight from an increased water retention from having saltier foods, so like takeaways and things that tend to have a lot of added salt in them. That increases water retention, and also the volume of food. So if you have overindulged on the weekend and you've eaten more, there's more food in your body, and food weighs weight. Hence your increased weight. The primary reason that we don't use that we shouldn't emphasise acute measurements too much, so like the scale weight, is that they simply don't represent fat loss on a short-term basis. Day-to-day changes in scale weight do not represent changes in fat storage. Fat storage is quite a long-term store of energy, and we simply don't have sensitive enough measurement tools to measure that in an acute period of time, so day to day. If, however, you're not losing weight long term, so we're talking about weeks to months, then the fact is you're probably not in a deficit and you might want to look at your diet. But the point of this video is, if you have put on weight over the weekend, 17,000 calories, probably not, and I would not recommend that. So take home from this would be, get back to your normal diet, let things settle down again. I'm sure by Wednesday you'll be back to your normal weight.